Hey guys, it's Mrs. Lamphere. I just wanted to put a quick video together to show you how to use the study guides as you're working through in personal finance class. So this is Unit 1, Developing a Sound Financial Life. This is each gray bar of the unit is just kind of an introduction piece that you should be reading through. And then the next link has a link to the study guide for you to download. So download the study guide by clicking on that link. You're going to get a Word document that looks something like this. And you're going to just kind of fill this out as you're reading through the text. And it's kind of just a good way to help you take notes over important information. And this is a graded assignment though, so make sure you are completing it as you're reading through. I have it formatted in a certain way that will just kind of help me grade things a little easier. So I already have like red text in. So when you go to define flexible income, you'll just kind of highlight over the word define and start typing your notes. Oh my gosh. That way it kind of distinguishes for me. When I go to grade it, I'll see it's in red text, and it's just easier for me to tell where your response begins and where the question ends. So go ahead and just highlight red text when you see it and type over it. And I also have text boxes in place for you to type your responses right in there as well. So, or if I put 2 blank spaces if there's 2 words in that response, but you can just type both words into the one text box that I have available to you. And to also help you out, I have this divided up really nicely. So this is the Section A information, and I even tell you what page you can find all of this information on. So I feel like I was being really generous when I was putting this together. So this says on the section warm-up, you're going to find the information to this. The average teen spends over blank a year on various activities. So as you're reading through this first unit here. Oh, here comes the page section warm-up, so I know something, some information on this page is going to be needed for the study guide. And this says, according to Teenage Research Unlimited, the average teenager spends over $5,000 a year on various activities. So I go back to my study guide, and I found out my response is $5,000 a year on various activities. And so then my next bolded headline here says income. So I'll just continue reading, and then I get to the income page, and that's where I know this information is going to be found. Okay, so then the next page is called expenses, savings, and donating. So I bolded every page, and whatever information follows the bolded subheader, I guess you could call it. This information is going to be found on this page, and this information is going to be found on this page. So I feel like I helped you out quite a bit there. And then as you're reading through, this is a class that I told you in the welcome video, I ended up cutting or changing a lot of the assignments. So I also kind of point those out here in the study guide. So as you're reading through and you finish section 1 and you get through these pages, you'll come across this discussion on page 8. You should be completing that discussion and then read on through the next portion, and then you'll come up to another discussion. Make sure you complete that discussion, and then you'll read on, and then you'll come to the project, and then you'll actually be skipping that project. So make sure you don't complete that project. So again, pay close attention to the study guide and complete the tasks it tells you to complete and skip the ones that it tells you to skip. And when you're accessing these assignments, make sure you're accessing them through the link in the blue navigation bar, because I might have changed the assignment a little bit, and only the links on the side are the ones I could change. Otherwise, you'll come up across this page while you're reading the text. So as you're reading through this unit and you get to the page that says, okay, fill out this journal, make sure you go over to the journal link and click on it just to make sure there were no changes made to that assignment. Okay, so once you're done with the entire unit, that's when you will submit the study guide to the Dropbox, and then be sure to use the notes that you took or in your study guide to help you with any assignments, quizzes, and exams.